into the main purpose of this video. There's going to be very little editing for this one, I believe. It's just going to kind of a rant, I guess. But it'll be nice. It's a nice rant. But at about 35 hours in, actually exactly 35 hours, basically there's just a few things that I want to talk about this game that is just kind of how I feel about it. 35 hours in, it's a decent amount. I feel I can make these claims, I guess not really claims, kind of proven facts, and just how I feel about them. Ooh, let's go up there. Or is that just the moon? Oh, but it looks like a planet. 2 minutes. Hit it. This pulse will be good. First things first, I want to get at the multiplayer and how that is really, really disappointing. Not just me. A lot of people are actually mad at this. That it was, you know, said and said and said, and then nothing happened. But being that I play on PC, I knew that it wasn't here because all the PS4 players complained about it. But you know, it still makes it a pretty good game. Either way, if they can implement it in later, or if it's already, you know, it'll never be in, that's fine too, I guess. Because the odds of actually finding somebody are pretty slim. Maybe another thing I want to talk about is, I don't want to say the lack of crafting, but personally I just thought there was going to be more crafting. You know, I thought you're going to be able to maybe customize ships instead of just buying one, which you can buy any ship you see land, which is really cool. But, you know, I thought it would be cool to be able to build your own, or build, say, like extra cargo bay spaces. Stuff like that would have been sweet, but obviously you can't do that. Let's see. The pirates, when you're out in space, those kind of make me a little too mad. If you're just warping around and you get pulled out of warp, which doesn't really make sense to me, because if they can pull you out of warp, there has to be a reason they can do that, but we don't have a reason to fight it. Like, if you play Eve, you have warpers, and like, warpers I don't think is the correct word, but like warp scramblers. So if, you know, if they're warping, you can hit them with your warp scrambler, and they can't get away. Well, apparently, more toxic. Oh no, we're good. But if they have something that can pull us out of warp, why don't we have something that can keep us in warp? Because just floating along and then being jumped by 6 pirates is not fun. Because I haven't built this ship to fight yet, which blah blah blah, you know, Redbeard, that's your fault, whatever. I'm out here trying to explore and gather and make money. That's what I'm doing first. This brings me to kind of another point along the same lines. There's a 31 slot ship, but there's already, you know, you figure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things already taking up space. You're always going to have those 5 things: the launch thruster, the hyperdrive, the pulse engine, the deflector shield, and the photon cannons. Those 5 you're always going to have. You can't get around it. So effectively, a 31 slot ship is a 26 slot ship. Right? So that kind of sucks, especially if you have anything less than a 20. If you got 16, like the starter ship, you can't do anything. It sucks. Oh, and I think with this patch, where are those? What are those? With this patch, your life support goes down a lot faster, I believe. I just think it does. It might not, but it feels like it does. And I've played this game enough to feel that, personally, that it does. Okay. Custom waypoints. How you know what, let's just start with no minimap. No minimap of this world. Are you telling me that as a space traveler that has a galactic map that I can look at from space, I couldn't have a generated map as I... Holy crap, that's huge. As I walk around. I understand since all these planets are new and whatnot, you know, you wouldn't have one unless you could buy it from like a traveler that knows the planet. That could be put in. But just nothing to go back to and go, oh, you know, I really like this place, but I don't have time to explore it. I need to come back later, and then you never see it again. That kind of, no mini-map, no waypoint, custom waypoints kind of gets at me a little bit. Because with these worlds being so big, you'll never see it again. If you... I don't want to say never. The chances of you seeing anything you see once again, building-wise or trying to get back somewhere, almost impossible. And that's what sucks. I thought of one. Like, what kind of gets on my nerves is there's no, like, full-on auto-crafting. Which, I think that should be implemented. So, let's come here. Wrong button. Say I need a warp cell. But first, I need suspension fluid, right? Suspension fluid needs electron vapor, and then antimatter to get to a warp cell. I think that it should be able to know that I have everything, and I should just be able to make a warp cell. If I have 50 carbon, all of this, that, and that, I think it should know to auto-craft it. To me, that is no different than this, just having iron. This warp cell should have a total cost of what it would be. Just knowing what all these are together. I don't know why this isn't programmed in or whatnot. But if I had everything to make the predecessor, it should be able to make that automatically. There's that. A pretty big thing that actually bugs me is how many things don't stack. Like the charms and whatnot. The Atlas stones don't stack. Gravitino balls. Stuff like that. Stuff that I believe should stack. Doesn't. So you end up wasting a lot of room because you got 10 Gravitino balls. But, oh no, you can have 48 slots in your Exo. Who cares? That's not the point. The point is, I can only put one Gravitino ball in at a time. But I recently seen something on YouTube, channel stat 5TAT, that he showed a way to actually stack Gravitino balls. With, you know, if you build something that uses them, and you deconstruct it, if you have the exact number of spaces you need for items you're going to get deconstructed, it will put the Gravitino balls in a stack. Then all the other ones will stack to it into a stack of 100. But that should be there already. You know, it shouldn't have to be some goofy way of doing it. Life support power low. Man, this patch just kills that. First patch of the game, I believe. I can now Alt-Tab out, which is awesome. But it also, my life control, my life support systems go by way fast now. Like, way fast. It's kind of rough. Oh, another one I have. It's got to be a glitch, but it will say to recharge a photon cannon with oxides. I don't know how to do that, and I don't think you can do that. I think maybe it was supposed to be in the game, and then they switched it out and it wasn't. So that should probably get taken care of. Another one I just thought about, how hard it is to get past level 3 with Sentinels. I guess on a regular planet. I've come across some very jerky Sentinel planets. When I say jerky, I mean they were jerks to me. Like, it didn't do anything and you instantly got a 3-dot. So I guess there it wouldn't be. But on any average planet, it is really hard to get them to get past a level 3 aggression. Which I don't know if that's really... I'm not really complaining, but it would be nice to see the bigger stuff. But maybe, you know what? That's probably just it that bugs me. that about this game, I guess. We appreciate it.